guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you stick around, and if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be doing a full face get ready with me. I'm going to be trying some new products that I got from Beautylish. I ordered the Natasha Denona mini sunrise palette, and I also ordered some of the Goss lipsticks and lip liners. So we will be demoing those for you today. It's going to be kind of a first impression. Never tried any of the Natasha Denona eyeshadows before, so I'm excited to try those and tell you my thoughts and if I think that they're worth the price. So the eyeshadow palette and the lip products from Goss are going to kind of be the focus of today's video. I'm going to go ahead and put all my makeup on. I'm going to speed through the first part of the process with me applying my face products, and then when we get to the eyeshadow, we'll slow things down a little bit. That way I can do a little demo for you and tell you my thoughts. So let's get on into the video. Okay, so I brought you guys in a little bit closer so you can really see how the eyeshadows perform and how they blend. I might speed up a little bit of the blending, but I really want you guys to see how well these perform. So here's the outer carton. That's what it looks like. On the back it has the shade names and ingredients for each one of the shades. And then here's what the palette looks like. It's super, super tiny. If we compare it, here's one of the e.l.f. bite-size quads, and then compared to the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, you can see the size comparison. So I'm going to start with the shade Halo right here, and I'm going to fluff this in the crease. And it's blending really well. I'm not a makeup artist, I'm just a makeup enthusiast. So my application techniques I know are probably not nowhere near perfect. Okay. Just gonna build this shade up a little bit here in the crease. I really am impressed with how well this shade is blending. Okay, now I'm just going to take a smaller, slightly more tapered brush. You can kind of see how it's kind of pinched here at the ferrule, and so it's kind of flat and tapered. I'm going to dip back into that halo shade and just run it along the bottom on the lower lash line here. Okay, now we're gonna dip into the deepest shade. This is Dirty Mars, and I'm just gonna put this on the outer corner. I'm not tapping you here, I'm just tapping off a little bit of the excess, but there's virtually absolutely no fallout with these shades, and that's building up really nicely and blending itself pretty much. I'm not having to do much work at all here. It's the same product, same amount of product I had on the brush. I haven't re-dipped into that shade yet, and I'm just blending a little bit more here. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna bring that down onto the lower lash line as well. Okay, now I'm gonna take a flat shader brush. This is just the Bodyography Pro Flat Shader, and I'm gonna dip into this lightest shade here, which is Guava. This shade I'm gonna put on the inner corner. And that is super sparkly. This is a dry brush too, by the way, so you can see how intense this shadow is coming across. Okay, using the same brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade right next to it, kind of that bronzy coppery gold color. That is Apollo. And this I'm just gonna put right on the center of the lid, blending it into Guava and Dirty Mars. Now I'm just taking Apollo on my finger, and I'm going to re-intensify the inner corner there. I go back to my fluffy tapered brush, and I'm gonna take some of the shade Sunbeam. And I know some people don't like putting shimmers in the crease, but I want to use this to add a little bit more warmth. And so I'm just gonna lightly bring that into the crease and bring it up to fade up to my brow bone. I'm going to take just a little bit more of Dirty Mars, because because I think we lost a little bit of the pigment back here just from all the blending. So we're gonna deepen that back up a little bit. And then I'm taking a fluffy brush, nothing on it, and just blending a little bit more. A little through the crease and up to the top of the brow bone. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to dip back into Sunbeam, and I'm going to take this along the lower lash line. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Kind of using my viewfinder as a mirror here. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to kind of set things up, and still working on lighting and everything, so I know the lighting's not the greatest. Just please bear with me. I'm trying to figure it out as I go here, and if you have any tips to help me with lighting, I would really appreciate your recommendations. Okay. The only thing I think this little palette is missing is a light off-white cream shade. This is the lightest matte shade. I usually like to have something a couple shades lighter than this so I can put up on the brow bone and use to help in blending. But since we don't have that, and I only want to stick to this eyeshadow palette for my eye look today, we're going to go back into Apollo, and I'm just going to lightly put that up on my brow bone. And that got a little more intense than I wanted. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of blend that a little bit more. I'm just going to put a nude liner in my waterline just to brighten that up, since I have that Sunbeam shade on my lower lash line. It has a lot of red in it, and sometimes red and pink tones can make you look a little sick. So I like to put a nude or light colored liner in my waterline just to kind of help brighten things up a little bit. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of mascara. Okay, so I went ahead and I applied some mascara. Now we're going to take a look at the Goss Essential Lip Liners. This is what the packaging looks like here. Go ahead, and I haven't tried these out because I've been saving these, and the eyeshadow palette. I've been saving these all for this video, so I'm so excited to finally be able to use them. Here's what the pencil looks like. It has the name of the lip pencil. It has Goss's name here at the end. And this I have in the shade Natural Berry. So I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in with this shade. It feels very creamy going on. It's not tugging at my lips at all. I don't have to do a lot of building. The color payoff is really nice. You could leave it just like this and then put a gloss over the top, and I think that that would be really nice for an everyday natural look. And honestly, I probably will do that on some mornings when I'm getting ready for work. Here is the lipstick. It's very reflective, so I'm trying not to get too much glare coming off of this package for you guys. But these are the Luxury Cream lipsticks. I have mine in the shade Lily. We'll open this up. So here's what it looks like. It says Wayne and then Goss on the side there. It's very dense and weighted. And then if you take it off, take off the cap, and then up at the top, I love this detail here where you can see Wayne Goss's name up there at the top. And then it also has his name down here at the bottom. It does have a slight scent, but it's not like super overpowering. It kind of reminds me of maybe like the Milani lipsticks maybe, but not nearly as intense as those. It just has a very soft, subtle scent, nothing that's too overpowering. Feels very creamy, doesn't tug at the lips, just like the lip liner. Okay, so here's the finished look using the Natasha Denona Mini Sunrise palette and the Wayne Goss Luxury Cream Lipsticks and lip liners. I will definitely be using these a lot. They'll get a lot of use in my collection. The Wayne Goss lipsticks I definitely think are reasonably priced. So the Wayne Goss lipsticks and the lip liner I definitely think is fairly priced. They're only $14, which is definitely higher than drugstore pricing, but I think it's pretty fairly priced. His lipsticks are $28, which is a little bit higher than I would like to pay for a lipstick, but I'm such a huge fan of Wayne Goss, so I don't mind supporting him and paying the $28. It does feel like a luxury lipstick. The packaging is definitely a higher end luxury type packaging. You can tell it's not cheap plastic. Has a nice tight snap closure. So I will be most likely purchasing some more shades from his line here. And I also want to try his lip glosses. Those are $22. I have a feeling those are going to be the next thing I order. The Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, I think that these mini size palettes are worth the price at $25. If you have a lot of eyeshadows in your collection, I don't think that you will go through this too quickly. You could if you use it every day. But the quality that you're getting, I think, is worth the price. Her full-size eyeshadow palettes are $129, and I don't know if I would, I can't say I won't ever pay that much for an eyeshadow palette, but I would like to think that I won't, but never say never. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Share my videos. It helps me out a lot. And thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.